What is going on, Guardians, and welcome back to another Destiny gameplay video. Hey, in this video I'm going to be just kind of sharing one of my major tips that I give people when I'm talking to people about playing PvP well. And that is to play with confidence. And there's a difference between playing confidently and playing recklessly. There's a big difference between those two things. But confidence is definitely something that you want on your side when you're playing in the Crucible or any PvP game in general. You know, for this game, for example, I go into this game solo queuing in a team of 6 randos against a full team of 6. A guy that is a very talented player on the other team. And, you know, I could have been really timid. I could have tried to play defensively. But instead, I whipped out a No Land Beyond and a shotgun. And I even went on a 10 kill streak at one point during the game. That's what you're seeing here. I ended up with almost a 2.0 and over 20 kills. So I was very happy with my performance, but quite honestly, I would have done a lot worse than this had I gone into this match and thought to myself, man, this is over before it starts. I may as well just try and sit back and save my KD as much as possible. No, don't do that. Just go as hard as you can, not recklessly, but you have to play true to your own style. So when you start playing with timidity and you start playing scared, there's a lot of things that go wrong when that happens. One of the biggest risks that you run is you aren't playing your normal way. Okay, you're not playing it like it was any other match. You're not playing true to your style. So everything's gonna feel a little bit foreign. You're gonna feel like you can't really get your groove together in that match because you're playing scared. You're playing with timidity, and that's no good for anybody. It's especially no good for you, and it's not good for your teammates. So you don't want your gameplay to feel foreign to yourself, of all people. Definitely try and play true to your style and the way that you normally play the game. Now, another big risk that you run when you play timidly is you run the risk of falling into a habit of indecision in the game. Now, indecision can really screw you over fast in a lot of different ways. So basically, when you take your time and you're not formulating a decision about what you're going to do and you're not committing to it, you just kind of play a little bit stagnant, you waste time. Okay, and time is very important in team-oriented shooters because, for example, you could be in an instance where your teammate is maybe 1v2 and they're calling for help, and you're at a different spot on the map and you want to get there. So you're like, do I go right, or do I take the left side? Do I come up on the flank over here? Or what should I do? And so in the amount of time that you're just kind of not making a decision, you're trying to maybe overthink it. In that amount of time, your teammate could go down. You could end up getting there late, and then maybe you're going against overshielded opponents because they've gotten a revive, and maybe the third teammate is already rezzed up and is there to offer assistance as well. So you screw over your teammate and yourself. You're losing points. So indecision can really mess you up. So what you need to do is you need to commit to a decision early and frequently. So make up your mind about what you're going to do and commit to it. It's better to make the wrong choice than no choice at all, because when you make no choice at all, you play a little bit more stagnant, and your enemies have more time to come up with a plan, to push on you, pinch on you from multiple different angles, and really punish you for it, and you have nothing to learn from. You have nothing to draw from that experience. But even when you make the bad decision, when you make the wrong call, maybe you decide to push out of the room that you're in through a little doorway, and it gets you killed in a 1v2. Okay, so, well, at least you made a decision, you committed to it, you didn't twiddle your thumbs, and now, the next time you're in that specific room, in that specific scenario, you're going to have some experience to draw on that says, this might not be the right decision, let's go with something else instead. So, when you even make the wrong call, it's better than not making a decision at all. I've seen a lot of players where after they win an engagement, for example, and they're sort of reloading their weapons, and they just maybe stand there for a second. They don't know what they're going to do next, where they're going to go. They take too much time to make up their mind. It slows down the pace of the game and the pace of their gameplay, and it messes up their rhythm. So one of the things I tell people is once you finish an engagement, I won my 1v1. Now what are you going to do? Make up your mind quick. Already have an idea ahead of time where you want to go and what you want to do when that engagement ends. So here I get a kill, but I was watching the radar. I instantly change gears. I move away from that kill. I get some mental distance from that engagement and instantly start thinking about the next one. Push out into mid. I want top mid control, and we go from there. So you definitely need to commit to decisions and carry them out. That's definitely one of the things that is going to improve your gameplay, because you're going to be making more decisions, good ones and bad ones. You're going to have more experience to draw from and to inform your decisions in the future. Now, one really good exercise that you can do, and I've done this, you can do this with your friends, it's a really good exercise to do, is to have one of you guys be the decision maker and one of you just be the shadow. So what you do is you have one person, the appointed person, who's going to make the call of where you're going to go and where your their teammate is going to go. So you and one other guy, right? Now your job in this instance is to just follow this guy, shoot over his shoulder, go where he goes, stay on the same level that he is on, and engage the same people he's engaging until he tells you otherwise. So you have to stick with him until he says, you know what, let's have you go through the door on the right and flank around. And then you do it. Whether it's the right decision or not, you do it. And so you just follow through with it. And I've done this for full matches straight with guys where they'll be telling me where to go and what to do, and I'll just sort of follow instructions. And one of the things that it does for you is it helps you start to think about decision making in reference to your teammates, where they are on the map, what their positioning is, flanking routes. It helps you have more synergy. It helps you, even when you're solo queuing, to be more aware of where your teammates are and how you can complement them. And then just switch roles. Next game, you be the decision maker. They'll just follow you and shoot over your shoulder until you tell them, you know what, you go through A and flank that side. And then you're actually thinking about where your teammate's going. You're going to pinch the opponent at the exact same time that they are to split their focus. It's a great exercise to do. I highly recommend that you try that out for several matches, and that'll sort of get you into the groove of decision. And then when there's silence, you can feel it. You can feel that, hey, I'm not actually telling him where to go and what to do. Or, hey, I'm not actually being told where to go and what to do. And that indecision becomes a little bit more apparent, because silence equals indecision in that instance. So try that exercise out. I did that last week with a friend of mine, and it was pretty helpful. So anyways, long story short, play with confidence, guys. Stay true to your game style, no matter who you're going against, no matter what the lobby's like. And that's going to help you grow more than playing with timidity will. Alright guys, I'll catch you in the Crucible.